Hello everybody. In this video we will be going over the 19 ETFs, the single stock name tickers here. Of course YieldMax and YieldMag is in there for the prices and stuff where they stand, but it's like my fourth video. Forgot to say, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Please forgive me as I've been sick all day in bed, and I know my voice isn't going to be the best for this video. Not that it normally is, but I'm sure it's going to be way worse. Anyway, I don't know how much of you watch the daily and how many of you watch the trades and holdings, but I just wanted to bring this up real quick in case anybody cares to see this or how any of these work. The way I have this set up is just my own watch list in Moo here, and then I just make it so I can see the charts. Of course I can make them any way I want to, but this is just a quick overview with those charts to see how things did. Something happened with Murni today and Moderna in the middle of the day. I'm not sure what happened, but Dizzo went down, AII went down, Nvidia did a M right there. Oh, let's just scroll down real quick. Tesla actually ended up, oh, I did the wrong thing, sorry. Tesla, where'd it go? I gotta scroll back down. Tesla ended up actually coming up and looking pretty good today. Misty just did a big old rainbow. It went up and then came back right back down. And then Coney went up and then just chopped sideways all day. But anyway, I don't know if any of that interest any of you. But let's see. Let's bring up our spreadsheet. Sorry, I'm not totally organized today. Hopefully a bunch of you are going to have some good distributions, and we should have some good buying opportunities tomorrow since the stocks drop by the amount of the distribution. Of course, it could be even lower depending on if the market's red or not. I really like buying them on ex-dividend date when it's a red day, because then I feel like I get it double cheap. I don't recall. I should have skipped through these, but I'm pretty sure I can cover all the trades on the holdings tab. Yes, I could do that one. Come on. I'm sorry. I guess I should quit clicking on here with my PID. All right. So... okay, so this one I won't be able to cover on the other one. So OARC, they closed out their short call, and I guess I need to fix my color code on this sheet because that should be red, but I haven't had to use it this week. But anyway, OARC closed out of their short calls that were going to expire this week, like all 14,000 of them. But what they did is they only used half of them to open up short calls. So today's Wednesday, or this trading information is from Wednesday, so be looking for the next couple of days for them to possibly open up some more positions here, add to what they have. But the new one will be for next week, and you could see that the strike prices are different. So they had 51.50 for this week, and then the next week is 49 and 49.50. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go down to see if there were any more. I don't think so. Yeah, this will be covered. Okay. Sorry, I forgot about that one. So if we go over to the holdings here, we'll go through here and cover the rest of the trades. Alright, so AIYY closed today at 14.19. And just know that through here, the NAV, all of those are going to be reduced due to the distribution for tomorrow. So just know that, because when they do these holdings, it's holdings dated for tomorrow, and so already shows that reduction here. So don't be concerned about the NAV being extremely low here. And anyway, AIYY closed at 14.19. AI closed at 25.33. We have no trades to go over here. I guess I didn't change any of the colors here because this should be red also. I'll have to try and remember to do that. Let me just change this color so it'll grab my attention tomorrow. Alright, so I can't believe I haven't caught that for the last couple of days. Anyway, sorry about that. So the short call, we have 2 short calls that expired this week for AIYY. Strike prices of $27 at $28.50, and we are currently 6 and 11% below those. Now, this one we do have the synthetic positions. Their option dates April 19th. That is in 2 weeks. And we are currently 25% below the strike price. This is is a cause for concern here with this, because we have here what the net assets. We have $30 million in net assets. Yeah. Well, of course, that number's already included in it. However, I mean, the synthetic, if we, needed to close that out today, we're talking $1.2 million to close this out. And we only have 2 weeks left. And I don't know what's going to happen to AI that's going to make this stock come up. The only reason it went up last time the way it did was because of earnings. And I don't know when the next earnings is, but I expect it's another month or so away. I guess I should go start an earnings sheet because it is April, so I should do an earnings sheet for all these. Of course, the last time I did them, a lot of the dates ended up changing after I made it, so that was frustrating. But anyway, I don't know what's going to happen here, but that's a lot of money. A lot of money right there. Anyway, we'll move on to AMDY. It closed at 20.83. AMD closed at 180.77. We have no trades to go over. We do have 3 short calls that expire Friday: 185, 187.50, and 190 strike prices, and we're currently under those by 2, 4, and 5%. If we go on to EBSI, no trades for today. AMC closed at 23.78. Amazon closed at 182.41. We have 2 short calls that expire Friday with strike prices of 182.50, in which we're 9 cents from, which is the majority of the contracts. And then we have $185 strike price, in which we're under that by 1%. Go down to Apple. We have no trades for the day. It closed at $17. Apple closed at $169.65. 2 short calls expire Friday with the strike prices of $172.50 and $175, and we're currently 2 and 3% below the strike prices. Cody, no trades. We do have 4 short calls with strike prices that all expire Friday. And so apologize, but today Coney closed at 28.79 and Coin closed at 251.58. The short call strike prices are 265, 270, 285, and 292.50, ranging from 5 to 14% under the strike price. I'm sorry if y'all can hear the jingling and stuff in the background in the RV. You know, the wind is up really bad, so it's just making the slide covers and stuff jingle and move around. Alright, if we go down to Dizzo, it closed at $21.94. Disney, $118.98. They did add 20 contracts to the existing synthetic position, and they created a new short call position that expires Friday with a $124 strike price. And we also have a 125 and a 126 strike price. So we range 4 to 6% under the strike prices. If we move on to Phoebe, we have no trades to go over. Phoebe closed at 23.20 and Meta closed at 506.74. We have 5 short calls. So these first 3 were already over the strike prices, $497.50, $500, and $502.50. We're over those 1 to 2%. And then we have 510 and 520, in which we're only under the stock price is only under the strike price by 1 to 3%. The majority of the shares, the contracts, sit at that 500 strike price, in which we're $6.74 over. If we had to close out the short call positions, it would cost, as you can see here, a total of $1 billion. And we move on to GUI. We have no trades. It closed today at 17.47. Alphabet closed at 154.92. We have 1 short call that expires Friday with a $152.50 strike price. We're currently over that strike price by 2%, almost $2.50. It would cost us $547,000 to close that out if we had to do that today. JPMO, we have no trades to go over. Today it closed at 21.78 and JPM closed at 198.30. We have 3 short calls that will expire Friday. The first one, we're over the strike price by 80 cents. It's $197.50 with 30 contracts. Then we have a $200 strike price and a $202.50, which we are currently under the strike price by 1 and 2%. We will move on to Murny, which closed at $20.01 today. I'm really going to have to look that one up. That's irritating for me. The stock itself, Moderna, is at 101.21. We have 3 short calls that expire Friday with strike prices of 108, 109, and 111, and we're currently under them by 6, 7, and 9%. MSFO, we had no trades today. It closed at 22.66. Microsoft closed at 420.45. We have 2 short calls that expire Friday with strike prices of 425 and 427.50. We're currently under the strike prices by 1 and 2%. Misty closed at 42.14. MicroStrategy closed at 16.06. They added 30 contracts to the existing synthetic position and created a new short call at the strike price of 18.30. So they do have 6 short calls now, and the strike prices are 17.70, 1800, 1830, 1985, 2130, and 2350. And of course, they all expire Friday, and we're currently under those strike prices from 9 to 32%. The majority of our contracts sit at 1985 strike at 195 contracts. Netflix had no trades today. It closed at 1918. Netflix closed at 6:30. We have 2 short calls with the strike prices of 627.50 and 630. So we're over both of those. So you can see the 630 strike price, obviously we're over that one by 8 cents. The other one we're over it by $2.58. If we had to pay to close those out, it would cost $482,000 to close those out. If we move on to NVIDIA, we have no trades to go over today. The stock did close at $29.20. NVIDIA closed at $889.64. We have 4 short calls that will expire on Friday with the strike prices of $9.30, $9.40, $9.45, and $9.95. The strike prices, the stock prices are under the strikes from 4 to 11%. The majority of the contracts are sitting at the 940 strike with over 3,700 contracts. So I'm looking here, and I didn't notice it if any of the other ones were like this, but oh, well, still. Yeah, no. So NVIDIA here, their cash is negative $36.7 million. Just the few prior to that were not, though. But anyway, we're going to move on to OARC. OARC closed today at $12.84. ARC closed at $47.92. So here we can see that see the 2 new short calls that we had shown on the previous screen, or on the trade tabs, for the 7,000 contracts. So if we look here, we have 3 short calls, just one that expires this week at a $49 strike, in which we're currently 2% under. Then we had the 2 for next week at the 49 and 49.50 strikes, in which we're under those by 2 and 3%. If we look at PayPay, we have no trades to go over. It did close at $19.28. PayPal closed at $65.34. We have 3 short calls that expire Friday with strike prices of 66, 67, and 68, and we're currently under those by 1 to 4%. We move on to Squee. It closed today at $24.29. Block closed at $79.65. They did end up closing out 125 contracts. I guess some people sold out. So you can see that there. And so we have 2 short calls that expire Friday with a strike price of 86 and 87. And we're currently under those by 7 and 8%. If we move on to Tesla, it closed at $15.54. Tesla closed at $168.34. There's 1 short call that will expire not this Friday, but the next Friday. So a little over a week at $72.50, and we're currently under that strike price by 2%. Sorry, I'm just looking at these. Is it really? It is 5 million if we had to close it out today. Okay. Sorry. So Zobo, we had no trades today. It did close at $18.76. And Exxon closed at $119.30. We have 2 short calls with strike prices of 3 and strike price of $116, $118. We are over both of those by, let's see, the first one we're over by $3.30, and the other one we're over by $1.30, which is 1 and 3%. If we had to close those out today, it would cost $270,000. We have YMAG here that closed today at $20.42, which is up 13 cents from yesterday, and YMAX closed at $21.47, which is up 11 cents from yesterday. And I believe that was all that we show here. And hopefully y'all got something out of going over those trades and holdings, and you get to see all the strike prices and everything and the status. But I will let y'all go, and I'll talk to you later.